They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. You look at this Carolina defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Mayfield to throw it. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. Now he's loose at the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Up the middle they go. Sellers. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Right back to him on first down. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think?
And it'll be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. Shedding the tackle. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Now a handoff up the middle. Sellers. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Lawson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders. The 20. Down to the 10. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. Lawson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Mayfield down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. He's settling in nicely here in the 1st quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Lawson. He finds his man. Complete. That's Burgess. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On the move past the 40 and down to the 27-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Sellers. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Sellers. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are once again back in front. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and the lead now moves to 9-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. First run now for Kyron Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Mayfield looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. To throw, Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Throwing, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, Don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now Mayfield. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16.
Point it right.
First down, Saints.
Hey, alert 33. Cut.
No, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out. Now a 2nd and 10.
Run.
Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And after the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Real.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle. There. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. Lawson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Lawson. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on it, and he's able to pick up a first down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Got a man. That's Leggett. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On first down, Sellers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that's going to up the lead to 15-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Hands it off out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Here is third down and 4. He'll look to throw. Screen play set up for Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. That O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield under pressure. They got him again. Credit that sack to Travis Jones.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces third and long.
Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Tracking 60. Let's go. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Lawson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 16. Back to throw. Lawson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burgess. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Third and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Room to maneuver at the 35. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60. Here we go, set.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That pass caught, it's Williams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll run on first down. Sellers. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Panthers 22, Saints 10.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make the play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Sellers, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go, go!
Looking to throw. Lawson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a give, right side. Sellers, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
He finds his man, complete. It's Burgess. 20! And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Off the bootleg, Lawson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Sellers. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 32-yard line. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Up the middle they go. Sellers. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Here we go, set.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. From the gun on 3rd down. Lawson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.